That was Steve. Steve's hurt. You remember when you was 12, you still look like James Jones and
Niggas wild as a ball. Hell no, man.
Little forehead on this video bear.
I would have been a young Mark if I did that.
Lay low, major on the beat.
Cowboys raw and uncut. 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 Cowboys raw and uncut.
Yes, sir. Cowboys raw and uncut. We back, man, with the crew. It's season 2. I got the crew with me. Hey, this is the in-studio podcast, the first one of the season. And believe it or not, crew, man, everybody clap it up for yourself, man. Y'all might not know this, but this is our 50th episode.
Oh, man. 50? Wow, man, 50.
That's how we grind, and that's between the studio and the kickbacks. You know, and yeah, man, but let's go on and get it started, man. You know, Dallas opened the season with a 33-17 win over the Browns at the Browns. They was getting 2.5 points. But before we get into that business on, you know, how we handle Cleveland, you know, Dak was probably in the back. He was probably in the back, you know, telling Jerry to just give me my money. Dude signed a 4-year deal for $240 million. That's 60 per. He had 231 guaranteed on that deal. Hey, I want to ask y'all out, man. With Dakota, man, is it overdue? Should we have let him test the free agency? What? I mean, how y'all feeling about Dak as our quarterback over the next 4 years?
It's the market. We paid the market price. If we wanted them cheaper, we should have signed them before. We let a couple of people push the market up for owners. You get what you pay for.
How you feel about him as your quarterback for the next 4 years?
Mm-hmm. I need you to put up. I need you to play what you get paid. I need to see the results on the field. Regular season, yeah, rah. It's time to put up at the end where it counts. I don't need no duds at the end. I don't need all that rah, coach him up, bull that you shoot after it's over. Put up.
I wish as fans we could strike how unions do. Because we just seen our next 4 years laid out in front of us, and you ask how we feel about that. You know, it's like, in my head, I was ready for a rebuild, a silent rebuild. I had already got my mind on it. Now you tell me he's there for another 4. I mean, we got to take it now, so all I can do is support the guy. You know, now we know at least got 3.
Oh, last year you told me you didn't want to do a rebuild. Last year, season 1, you was talking that you didn't want to do a rebuild.
My mind's on the nail. Like, I'm already good. You know, you didn't drop me on my head, Jerry. I'm fine. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, I'd already kind of leaned into the fact that we wasn't going to pay the guy. And now he's here, he's my quarterback. You know, ain't nothing I can do about it. He's my quarterback now.
I always thought we was going to pay him.
Told you he was all in.
I never. Yeah, I knew he was getting. I knew he was going to get paid. I didn't think that was.
So what's his ceiling? I mean, how do you feel about that? Like, with that type of money, what do you need from him for the next 4 years?
Personally, I think he's hit his ceiling. Personally, I think where he's at is where he's going to be. Personally, for us to get to the next level, it's going to have to be the people around him and not him. I think
the best that he's going to be right now. We've already seen the best Dak.
That's my opinion. In my opinion, yes. And I think it's enough to get it done. I just think the people around him got to step up and do better.
The best Dak isn't bad. It's the Dak in the postseason that has to change.
True.
So that's but
True.
he was going to get that money whether we gave it to him or not.
Correct.
Somebody was going to give it to him.
Absolutely.
So somebody would have gave it to him, to rebuild because that's what possibly could have happened. There was talks of Raiders, some things of that nature, but somebody would have gave them that money for a bring us back type of situation.
So you telling me
Not even bring us back, make us relevant.
what we did is cash out on our bet.
All in.
Yes,
No,
all
we cashed
in.
out. We cashed
All
out
in.
before
Yes.
it hit. So we cashed out. We hit the green
I
button.
can't keep saying all in, and I seen the whole free agency go and we ain't do nothing. So I don't
But-
want to
but
say
that-
all in.
That was Jerry Jones all in.
Yeah.
We thought something else.
You gotta know
His
what
all
Jerry
in
is.
was to pay CD, to pay Dak, and soon to pay Micah.
Right.
That's his all
All
in
in with these three.
with the players he has.
At all pros, man, I think we had enough. We got enough. They just got to step up. Schematically.
So what's your opinion
Schematically.
about Dak being your quarterback over the next?
I'm happy with Dak being my quarterback because who else? Who else gonna come and be second team all pro? You know what I'm saying? Who else gonna come in there and with already rapport with the team and able to lead?
Right.
The
So
bond
you're
is
happy
there.
with him because you have no other options.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
That sounds like that sounds like a choice.
It's not
it sounds
it.
like you
It's
had.
not
It's
it,
like
though.
you had to do it.
It's
You
not
had
it
to-
though because
it's not a choice.
to
You
win in
had
the
to do it.
playoffs, it's got to be more than just the quarterback working. It's got to come together. You got to put.
You didn't have a run game last year.
I don't believe that.
Correct.
You
because-
have a run. Yeah, why
I
not?
don't believe that because you watch Mahomes do what he do. You watch Mahomes do it. You can.
You can't compare him to Mahomes.
No, you can't because
Mahomes
the
had
numbers
a
are
run
similar.
game last year.
But
He may not have no receiver, but he had a
the numbers are dead similar. The numbers are dead
He had a
similar.
run
Mahomes-
game and a defense.
Mahomes,
The numbers are
Mahomes,
there.
Mahomes struggled on Mahomes standards last year. He wasn't
He still
that
won.
top. He wasn't
They had
that
a
top.
squad.
To
And
like
everybody stepped
you
up.
think of it in the fantasy aspect. He's usually the number one cat. He was like
Yeah.
6th or 7th. He wasn't that basic that what you used to see Mahomes. He had a solid defense. He had a solid defense last year.
I watched that Super Bowl.
Was that the Mason guy?
That was all Mahomes. No.
And so
Chris
my-
Jones and Snead,
No,
they were some
no.
two of the best defenders in the league. And they
What I'm
were
saying is
showing
that when
their
it's
ass
time
in
to
the
make the
Bolton
play,
came back.
Ass.
Bolton came back in the playoffs.
Mahomes made the play when it was time to make the play. Our quarterback doesn't make the play when it's time to make the play. That's
But
the
a lot of our
difference.
teams,
Regardless
don't make
of
the play.
Mahomes.
That's the thing about our team, though. We're not all making the plays when we're supposed to.
Yeah, but
All
what
of
I'm
them
saying-
made the play. The reason why they're on the level they are because they make the plays they're supposed to as a whole.
So you trust Dak? You trust Dak in that same situation that last drive going into overtime?
Yes,
in the Super
because
Bowl?
that needs a run game. You can't
So-
sit there and let
Are
that
you-
center.
are you
put
saying we got one now?
So not have a
We
run
don't have
game.
one. We haven't had one.
Are you saying we got one now?
So I'm
2016.
saying we running the ball.
So
We're using running backs.
So before we
So
get
far,
it,
they
before
said we
we
supposed to
get
lean heavier on the run. We got Cooper Beebe in our center because Tyler Biadasz couldn't handle the center. He couldn't anchor it. He kept getting pushed back in Dak's lap, what makes him roll out, which makes your run game inactive. You can't run that ball if your center's in your running back's lap.
I agree.
That's
You can't
true.
do it.
That's true. And y'all know how I felt over the years about Dak, man. But at this point, man, if you look back at some of these teams, like they just talked about it about Cleveland, all the quarterbacks they had, and they still ain't did nothing. I just didn't want to get back into it. And then y'all remember the years that we had with going through quarterbacks before we even got to Tony Romo, from the Chad Hutchisons and the
Quincy
Vinnies
Carters
and
and
Quincy Carters, and I just, right now I look at Dak as family. Sometimes we got that family where we just we gotta ride with him whether he's right or he's wrong. And Dak's able to. I think he's capable of getting it done. He just got to prove that he can do it.
So are you comfortable with him as your quarterback?
I am because last year he showed me something last year, and
What?
I don't see
sound
us,
like it.
I don't see-
What did he show
I don't see
you?
us getting nobody else in these next 4 years that can give us a chance to do what Dak can do.
What did he show you though?
I mean, he threw for over 4,000 yards, threw for over 30-some touchdowns, had less than 10 interceptions. He was second in MVP.
I'm saying though, like just
Against bums. When we played somebody, his stats did not look like that. We had a little rough of a little terrible schedule. And I agree with that.
Let me
I agree with
ask y'all
that.
this though. Do we give all these other quarterbacks out here that same grief?
Yeah,
the
that's a
fan
good
of my
point,
book.
Steve-O.
Outside of Mahomes.
Yeah, because think about it.
None of them have winning records. Their records is terrible.
Right.
That ain't my concern. I don't care about other people's
I was about to
house.
say the same thing.
I got to worry about my house. I can't worry about the house.
Quarterback on the level of others. That's why we're just selling. We act like we sell.
No, I'm not.
NFL player in history.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I just, like I said, I'm good with Dakota. I just need regular season Dakota to show up in the postseason.
Yeah, okay. So he got to do what Lamar Jackson do?
No, he just has to.
He ain't did nothing.
Look, he just to me, he just has to not turn the ball over. To me, he just has to not turn the ball over. If we lose and he doesn't turn the ball over, we lose.
So
it's just. No, defense is part. Defense, but it's a lot different when you have fans.
We're the only defense that gave up 40 points in the playoffs last year.
We look good in the Cleveland game. We really did, and one of the reasons is Guyton and BB, one penalty between the two. One, Guyton had a hands above the waist, maybe a hands to the face call. Yeah. BB, not one penalty against the number one ranked defense in the country last year. And so I don't think that we're really giving the credit to the line like we really should. Right. Last night's game was a trench winner. That's why I was so happy, because we dominated the trenches against a trench team.
And we schemed.
That was something we never did. And to have one penalty between two rookies, that offensive line is generally penalty heavy. That was solid to me.
That wasn't Mans. Mans was the defense coming out against a playoff team on the road and totally dominating. That was
two interceptions.
Yeah, that was Mans. The way they played the run, the whole scheme, it looked good to see linebackers at linebacker flying to the ball. It looked good seeing D tackles playing D tackle and doing their job and letting the linebackers flow. Seeing safeties in the back, seeing Diggs at their roaming, it just, like I said, I think Dak is where he's at. I think our offense is good enough to do what they got to do. But for us to get to the next level, our defense is going to have to take us out. It's got to be better than it was. And yesterday showed me signs that it's capable. It's capable.
So the same thing that it did last year.
I feel that way about the offensive line.
But not against that competition. It was as a playoff team on the road. We didn't do that last year.
I agree.
We didn't do.
No. I'm just saying, like, when I watched Deshaun Watson look sorry, it wasn't not D. He just didn't look great. I'm impressed by our defense.
Why wouldn't you think it was our defense?
No. You gotta give me.
Dude was running for his life, man.
He was running for his life. But when I look at that team, there was no Nick Chubb there. And it is season. It's game one. It's game one. I'm not doing this.
On the road.
I'm not doing this again.
We did playoff team on the road.
We was lit other day, man.
I was.
17-0. 17-0.
And we won.
And if you look at it,
I haven't said nothing about it.
And if you look,
But I said it. And if you look, y'all was the one worried about that.
If you look, yes, it wasn't a Chubb. It wasn't a Chubb.
Nobody worried. Everybody picked it.
Everybody picked it, but y'all were worried. I didn't feel no need about Cleveland. Cleveland's still Cleveland. I didn't feel like
I wasn't worried. I just said their defense was.
I'm worried about every game. Let's get that. I'm worried every single game.
Once our offense was able to do against their defense, but their offense isn't a high-powered offense. So I don't see that.
Man, they got Judy out there now. They got Amari out there. They got Njoku running. They didn't have. They don't have Chubbs, but they still got a Ford who's admirable. That's a solid squad. That's a solid squad on the road, man. I keep hearing we can't win on the road. Then we couldn't win on the road on grass. Man, we was out there balling.
That was a solid win.
I'll tell you why I think this defense has the capability to carry the offense more than it did last year. Just this simple intangible that I saw out on the field. these guys were out there being physical.
Mm-hmm.
They were out there like smacking helmets, like hyped up after the play. Like I love seeing that jump off the screen with hard fives, all that flying to the ball.
Overshown, man.
I feel you, and I like that. I feel you, and I like that. Let me see how you act during adversity. Let me see if they got that same tenacity and everything in the trenches. It's good to be hoorah when you're the front runner. I just want to see if we get, and I agree with what you said. I love seeing that. I just want them to play that way the whole game while we down.
We got 2 weeks to see what.
Which is why I said those signs is a reason that they can be capable of doing it.
I'm with you.
Which means they still have
I don't want it to come off like I'm disagreeing with what you're saying. I'm there. I just don't want to push my chips in yet until I see how they act against when we're struggling, when they're struggling.
On their defense, what I saw was like the discipline.
Yeah.
The discipline on the defense is what got my attention because like
Did we get any
they
penalties?
was keeping everything in front of them. Everybody was in sync. Communication.
Yeah.
Like, they was keeping like when they would rush, you could see them keeping them in the box. They
think
knew
Diggs
that they
got
wanted
one.
to keep him in the box. They didn't want him making plays, and it was like a clock that went off in their heads when they would rip and get to the quarterback and force him another way. Somebody's gonna get open and force him another way, get pressure rather.
It's gonna be, for me, it's gonna be a test in 2 weeks.
I seen the way Zim was
Lamar
running.
now?
I like seeing Zim on the
It's
side.
gonna be the one. It's gonna be the one. Lamar's gonna let him know. It's gonna let you know what this defense do because when you play a dynamic of a quarterback that can hit you both ways with Derrick Henry there, and then they can beat you over top too. That's gonna be the test for our defense. It's gonna be a test early.
You can't play short the Saints
I'm not playing the shorts the Saints, but
because the hottest quarterback in week 1 is Carr. And
yeah, they're gonna give you a little test.
You still got Kamara,
Olave.
and Rashihi, whatever how you say his name.
Yeah.
That's a formidable team that we
Yeah.
got. So if we can put hands on them too, I ain't got to see us against Lamar. I know that we got something going right here. I believe we got something.
I expect them to destroy them. It's
destroy
Derek Carr, man. You can't make
Derek Carr turn it over then. As much as I say we're gonna win, like I'll just keep going back to Josh Dobbs last year right in half.
pick 17-0. You can't say nothing about it. It's not like, bro. You can't. Yeah, you just pick 17-0, bro. You just tell them, bro. What is in there, bro? Bro, you just told us 17-0, man. Come on, man.
I still guarantee it, but I'm saying it's gonna be
Guarantee. Yes, what it is.
Anything necessary, right back on, man. Get your heart back, man.
Look, I didn't say we was gonna lose. I just said it's gonna be the test, man. I want to be a believer, dog. Like as much as I said I was gonna get my cowboy on, man. You know, I told you this is gonna be an emotional roller coaster, dog. You know, but after watching that, the Browns was because the Browns was cool. I just know I seen the story last year. Let's just be quiet.
Man,
like I'm okay. I'm gonna win inside. I'm not going.
Don't let the haters stir you.
The haters, I haven't talked to them.
They do it.
I haven't talked to them.
Now there's a Jets is right now.
I haven't talked to one.
Don't let them hate on you, make it.
Right now.
I haven't talked to one hater. It's just my thing.
The Saints fans is cheering right now for beating the Panthers.
Look, we were a dog coming into that game. And that says a lot. We were not. They were favored.
Quarterback special teams.
He was a dog.
Hold on.
11 in the game. 11 for 85.
Okay.
We were a dog going into that game. So the fact that, but none of us thought that we were going to lose. That's what I'm saying.
There was a lot of questions because there was a lot of people. They had us losing.
Yeah, a lot of
people. We was underdog.
And that's why I want to keep that. Let's keep this upon the radar. I don't have to do it. Just keep winning.
I was gonna say once again we gotta. I'm a little worried about McCarthy. Me and Slick was talking here about we still was penalized 11 times.
11 times,
for 85 yards. Tolbert out the gate. Like the very first play of the game, you know, he jumps.
Yeah.
So McCarthy has to do something about this undiscipline.
That's true,
man. And it's looking like it's him because this is every year.
It's looking like.
We're getting. Well,
If it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's a duck.
It's a duck.
Yeah, I mean, even with a new DC,
Right.
I mean, four offensive penalties, 3 defensive penalties, 4 special teams penalties.
Yeah. And that can cost you in the
Special
playoffs.
teams is the ones that can't happen.
Yeah, it can cost you in the
That's
playoffs.
gonna happen on defense and offense, but the special team, come on, what do you
So then the next game, I'll look more. First game of the season, you hope, jitters come into play, but second game, we need to be. I like to be around 5 to 7. I like to have none, but that's not practical. But,
Right.
somewhere around
Keep it low.
7, somewhere around I'll be.
35 yards.
But if we go double digits again, then that's something to worry
That can
about.
cost you. That can cost you. But speaking of special teams, man, how was y'all reaction, man? Y'all won't see how my reaction was, but how was y'all reaction, man, when Turk got his first one, man, in the regular season?
That was all right.
Yeah.
I feel like
Man, I was running around. I was running around like a little kid, like yes.
I'm at the sports bar yelling, "Go Turk!"
That's what you do, man.
I feel like LeBron.
Let's be directing traffic on
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah.
Hit the
Point
boost
them
and
out,
slow it
point them
down.
out.
It's like what Terry said though, man. It's about time.
It's about damn.
Yeah, it's about time because you know who he kind of remind me of. Like I think about him all the time. You know how like Murray and Barber, how he'll be hyped up every single time he gets
For 3 yards.
3 yards. I mean, Barber out there,
But
man.
Turk, he don't be hyped up on the 2-3 yards. He be acting like he can return everything. Everything was a score, even if he just fair catch it. He be fired up. He ain't get to run it. Or
But didn't he fuck up a couple times before that? He dropped
Yes.
the pass.
He dropped
then
the third down.
And then he messed up, did something else. Had a false start maybe. Is that what?
He dropped behind him.
Yes.
So let's go on and move
Get
to
him,
the
Turk.
offensive side of the ball, man. And I think that's what we need to still work on offense. How y'all feel about utilizing our running backs? How we used them?
I just hold on. Let me say it. I was right.
What you say?
Told you Zeke was gonna start.
Just started.
I told you he was gonna start.
In the
I told
next
you he was gonna
series,
get
came
you
right
one.
back out.
It don't matter.
Yes.
I mean,
I thought Rico was gonna start.
We was arguing about the starter.
But I told you they're going to equally play. That's what I said. They're going to equally play.
Hey, all the listeners, if you go back to Thursday's episode, we had a whole argument about what being the starter means.
You did.
Yeah, what being the starter means. And we said Zeke was going to start. Y'all said that.
But we said we didn't care who started. We pretty much said.
I thought Rico was gonna start.
I thought Rico was going. I thought Rico was going to start.
I tell you from the jump, like, that tells you a lot about the coaching staff believes. Because one thing I did see was Zeke. Blocking, man. Blocking.
Well, I don't.
He gave Dak.
Hold on.
That meant a lot.
Hold on, Terry.
That's why he's going to play more than that.
I don't know that I agree.
I'm trying to keep your quarterback standing up.
Because
when you try to help out this rookie over there with Myles Garrett.
But yes, Zeke.
This rookie over there with Myles Garrett. Zeke is picking him
had a
up.
whole lot of help over for him.
They was
Rookie had a
chipping.
whole lot of help over
Dollar
him.
was
He
chipping.
was running away from
Dollar was chipping many a times.
was.
He was chipping on him. But once you think, yes, Zeke got the start, played the first series. The next 2 series was Donald. That doesn't show you anything.
Right.
That doesn't. It's respect that they started Zeke. But the next 2 series was Donald's.
Yeah.
And so if it was going to be an even thing, they would have brought Zeke in, then brought Rico, then brought Zeke back. But no,
So the
they
carries
brought
was
Zeke.
what? The carries was
10-8.
10-8. Yeah. It's balanced.
But my point is, they started Zeke as respect. But they showed you because the next 2 series after that was Rico.
I don't think it's respect. I just think it's scheme. Because Rico don't block as well as Zeke does.
I don't think.
Rico don't block as well as Zeke.
That might be possible.
There's
but
not
why
many
did
backs
he
in
not,
the league
But
that can
why
block
did
like
he
Zeke.
not get the third series?
Did we run the ball much that series? I can't remember.
I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
I think Zeke's
That's
playing-
when you first.
See Deuce a little bit more.
I would too. He came in and got a couple of carries, but I like to see him a little more, at least getting that pass, at least getting them screens.
Let him get some work, man. He got a different little pop to him when he get that ball in his hand.
Who Deuce?
Yeah, Deuce.
Leave him where he at.
He do. Deuce got that popular when he
Leave him where he at.
Yeah, Deuce look hungry.
Leave him where he at.
Leave him where he at.
Leave him where he at, man.
Let him go.
He ain't ready yet, you don't think?
I just think it's better options right now at the running back position.
Yeah,
than
but we
Deuce.
can get him in there for screens. We
So,
can get
so
him in
we
there for
cool,
some
but
kind of.
we
we cool with 10 for 40 yards.
It's 4 a pop. I ain't running
That's
more.
serviceable. That's
Running
serviceable.
more. If you're getting 4 a pop, why we only got 10 carries?
So you won't run Zeke how many more carries?
I ain't got no number. If I'm saying,
Said running more.
I'm saying if dictate the flow. You up 20.
Man, it's-
If you up 20, why do you only have 18 carries?
It's McCarthy,
If you're up
man.
20.
It's McCarthy.
You should
gotta
been-
add CD too. CD has some
You have
carries.
20, but you got to remember, as a player, as a punt return.
He had 3.
There's a punt return.
You,
in there,
that's
and three
that's
field goals.
18 and
Man,
3. That's
it's
21.
McCarthy.
And that,
If you're up 20,
He's gonna throw that ball,
A
man.
punt return and 3 field goals.
that's what I'm saying. If once you get up to 20, we were still throwing.
We thought
Run
it
the
was
ball.
more.
Let's drain
He
this
left.
clock. Let's,
Also,
And what happened? We still throwing the ball.
Yeah.
That man's gonna continue to throw the ball.
we wouldn't
Right.
run.
Period.
We throwing. We throwing. But for the offense, for me, this was a preseason game for real. We didn't play the preseason. This is everybody's getting back. CD been out for his contract thing. Dak didn't play none in the preseason. Everybody's getting in, and we've been out for the season. We just getting back. We just getting back. Yeah, it's just getting back. Yeah, it's just getting back. It's just
Can't overthink it.
everybody getting back. We getting back to ball.
I mean,
I'm
losing, they already expected us to lose, and they be talking about it right
Correct.
now all day long, man. They gonna hate regardless.
But
Enjoy it.
my
Yeah, they
thing
thought- they
is-
thought
my
Cleveland was
thing
gonna
is
do
this is
something.
us talking
I guess
as a
I didn't
family,
know.
man. I ain't even seen no hater, to be honest with you. But I'm just saying, as far as finding those things that we can point out. Of course, we're gonna enjoy the win, which we are, but also being realistic and objective and finding these things that can get Dak over the hump in the playoffs is some of the key points that I think we need to focus on as fans, man.
I don't think we're gonna find it in week 1 though.
No, week 1 ain't going to do that.
Why not? I mean, I see 19 to 32 for 179, 1 touchdown.
That's preseason. That's his first time on the field.
No,
It
if
starts.
it
We got 17 more weeks.
Has any other quarterbacks played in the preseason and had better numbers?
Yeah, you know,
I mean,
I'm
they
not
didn't play in
going.
the preseason?
I'm not going to.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't know who's in it.
I'm not going to do that as far as the preseason because I always
This
say
is not
no.
the
I always say these veterans don't need it. So
Right.
I'm not going to holler that. You know, Dak should have been a little better.
Okay, I
should have
got
been
you.
a little better than that.
Yeah,
You know,
because he
I
was
bet
missing
Aaron,
some throws
I bet
too.
Aaron Rodgers.
Absolutely.
I bet Rodgers is better. I bet he played no preseason. I bet,
Yeah.
You know,
Because I'm saying, I remember one where it
Aaron
was
did
like
play.
play.
I thought he,
He
yeah.
never played preseason.
I think he played a play because he was trying
Yeah,
to
he
back
played-
up off his foot. He
yeah.
was trying to see, but you know.
Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers. He's a talent.
I know. I'm just trying to make a point
I'm
that
saying-
he's a veteran in the league.
Patrick
Most
Mahomes
veterans don't.
played in the preseason.
Yeah, they want to play though. Yeah, they want to play though.
Yeah.
they wanna play.
I'm just saying.
And I'm okay with I'm okay with them playing.
I'm
but
okay
then
with them
again,
not. I'm just saying
okay with them not.
expect a
Like,
little
don't
rust.
get hurt.
Ex-
Yeah, I
expect some rust
that.
with it.
Yeah.
It's gonna come.
But on some of that stuff, all I was saying, man, like some 3rd and 5s, man, that you can convert on some easy throws. You gotta convert those whether
Yeah.
you ain't played the preseason or not.
You know, he got paid. I like to see him use his feet a little more.
I said the same thing.
I mean, you got your money.
I said that
man.
the same thing.
You got your money.
That was my
man.
pick in the parlay that he was getting his rushing,
Yeah.
and then he got paid, and I said, "Oh, they don't want him to run now. They didn't pay him that money. Last time he got hurt was rushing, so he is not ready to run." As soon as I seen he got paid, I said, "Oh, that parlay's not gonna hit, baby." We picked him to run at 12. They are not ready to let him run out of his pocket against Cleveland with the pursuit coming, and he just got paid.
And that should be a game where you should be able to get rush yards because
He would've if we
they're
didn't get
pinning their ears back.
Right.
You know, if you call a quarterback keeper once or twice,
Right.
you'll probably get him.
Right.
You know,
Right.
They're not calling that with that. You can't say I signed you to the highest paid quarterback position and then 2 hours later put him out there running the ball, and then if he get hurt, everybody's pointing the finger at you.
Yeah.
That just ain't gonna happen.
Hindsight, how y'all feel when on that first play when Zach Martin, man, let that get killed on that? Y'all thought we was in for a long
Man, dog.
Guess what I said? Guess what I said? It's preseason. Get on to the other side. The same thing I'm telling y'all is what I said at the bottom. Man, it's preseason. Zach, get it out your system. Let's go.
No, that wasn't me because that was after Toba did that. I said, man, here they go. Man, here they go.
Damn.
Yeah.
Starting off with this.
Starting off with
man, here they go.
Wake up from that sleep.
I'm hyped. I'm hyped, but they come out like dudes. Oh man, here we go. Here we go.
They straighten it up real quick for you, man.
So which one of the rookies impressed y'all the most?
Man,
Can we call Overshawn a rookie?
me is BB and Guyton, man. Yeah, it ain't no other than BB and Guyton, man. One penalty between two rookies in a game where they play the whole game. To me, it's no other.
Yeah.
No other than BB and Guyton, man.
You don't like Kalen on Amari?
What about Kalen Carson with that 21 on?
Nah, he was getting torched for a little bit.
He got hit a couple times.
Yeah,
I was scared. I was scared.
He made a play, but
when I saw Cooper, I'm like, come on, man, ain't you gonna go with him, Diggs? I mean, ain't you gonna?
Dude made some plays, but Judy was going at him. Judy scored a touch. Judy was going at him for a little bit.
Cool.
So but
So
that's why he don't get the MVP for the rookies. He still, I appreciate what he did. But
Yeah, he played well.
Yeah, he played well.
He played well.
I'm with him. Are y'all considering Overshawn a rookie?
I'm going Demo, man.
Okay.
I'm definitely
I respect
going
that.
Demo,
He was
man.
flashy.
There was a play
flashy.
where he made the decision to come down when Deshaun Watson
The quarterback.
was rolling out.
Yeah.
He showed speed, baby.
He
showed
made the
speed.
decision because you watch, it was 41. It was
seeking.
41 out there. It was it's not Bill, but it was 41. He was out there. It was both of them together, and he made the decision to attack the quarterback without flying and knocking. Man, I said, dude, that's what we need. He was gonna get to him, and when I seen it, I said, yeah, he's hurt.
Yeah.
He's ready. 5 tackles and a sack.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's ready, man. Like this is what we have seen.
He got one.
He got one. Yeah, he got a sack.
Yeah, and that's, so this is what the flashes that we seen last year. So with him and to think, was Damone Clark there yesterday?
He played.
Okay, so I didn't hear his name as much as we normally did. You know, normally he was a 10 tackle a game guy. Yeah, he was a 10 tackle a game guy. So at this point,
Kendricks.
Yeah, what about the free agent?
So
what about the free agent?
So yeah, so
we was complaining about the free agency, man.
Yeah.
What about that free agent that was out there?
I'm okay with that.
So,
He balled last
yeah, I think Devo's
Got a pick, didn't
And a sack. 2 sacks.
Yeah.
and a pick.
Yeah.
flying around, though.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I like it, man. I'm cool with that.
Plus, it looked. I like seeing D. Law pick up them 2 sacks, man. It looked like D. Law's gonna get back.
Could have had 3 or 4.
Yeah.
D-Law, it's preseason for me. I'm gonna let you get the. You and Parsons had 2 of them that y'all missed, baby boy. Bring them down next time.
He's out there confusing. He
was.
He really was.
Out there, so.
Yeah.
Bring them down.
That's championship Zimmer out there.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
The boys look ready.
Yeah.
They look ready. I'll give it to them. They look ready.
Plus, everybody across the league respects Zimmer, man. So
Yeah.
You know, we might get something, man. We might be cool.
Man,
The linebacker in that division.
I just
That's what it is.
I need Diggs. I'd like to see him just follow, man. I would.
Just follow.
I would like to see Diggs just follow your best receiver and just shut him down all night. I mean, I don't know why we don't. I don't know if he seems like the type of guy that asks for that. He seemed like the type of guy that would ask for that challenge. But I think maybe it's just what we're doing. But
Ain't he getting back into play?
yeah,
He's been out of here?
but I mean, he's never did it. He's never followed the best receiver. Last year, the year before, he just
No. The year before we was playing somebody was getting us, and he moved over to him.
I would like to see that, man. I would like to see just how much better that would make our defense if you can't get the ball to your number 1 guy. I mean, I just really would like to see that,
did
man.
they get that number 1 guy involved?
They couldn't.
No, that line.
His body language was horrible, dog. Lamar's body language was horrible.
When the line and the linebacker, I don't think Cleveland have the best offensive making line. So when we play somebody with better O line and where we're not dominating so much, I'm still okay back in the secondary, but I would like to see him even shut that down more.
I got you.
Jay Lou did what he could too, though, man. Jay Lou had a good game too, man.
Yeah, he did.
Jay Lou ball.
Came up, made a couple good pops.
I about to say he came up
Yes,
made
he
a
did.
nice little tackle.
Yes, he did.
He's a baller. He don't play, man.
He's really turned it around from that 3 years ago. The year before he got injured.
Yeah, Jay Lou played well, man.
Don't make him plays, man.
Hey, man, shout out to Butter, man, Brandon Aubrey, man. Let me ask y'all a question, man. With him, it looked like we was going to go for 71 yards out there, man. Do y'all think the league should change the rule that if you can kick 60 or plus, that's worth 4?
No.
No.
No, because I was watching it. It's you give it 3 or 4 years, it's gonna be a few kickers kicking 60. It's just the elevation. Yeah, them 56s and 57s it was easy money yesterday.
Yeah.
So
He'd hit that 71, though.
he was going to hit that 71. He was going to hit that 71. My only concern is if you miss, you got your big boys on the field and they would have ran back and we'd have gave them unneeded momentum. That's what I didn't want, but he was going to hit that 71.
Necessary shot you on tape.
Yeah.
I'm taking it.
Yeah.
I'm kicking that 71.
Well, we got that penalty that pushed us back.
It pushes back to 71. Yeah.
We need to stay out of that position. We don't need to do all that.
I'm saying.
Imagine you give your team that confidence though if he hits it though. It's like it's a true gamble.
But if you don't, and we sit here beating them by at the time 13, so if you sit and they get it with no time left and run it back and score that touchdown going in the half, then they come out with the ball. We done fluked it. That's why you don't do it. That you don't gotta be. We went up 13, ran the punt back, we went 20.
Should have called timeout, but we didn't. You know what I'm saying? But we didn't.
That we should have. We should have called that timeout.
We didn't. But so I'll let my kicker kick it, man. You know what I mean? Take a chance, bro. 71 yarder. Imagine if you do hit it though. The morale that gives at that situation, you know your kicker's good from anywhere on the field.
He is good from anywhere on the field.
I'll let him try at 71. I'll let him try it, dog. I'll let him try at 71.
I'm with it, but I ain't with it right
The way
there.
he just nailed the 65?
Yeah,
the way
I
he
ain't
nailed that 65, though?
I ain't with it right there.
It wasn't no Burley. He nailed it, bro.
Yeah.
It wasn't no Burley. Easy, bro. That wasn't no, let him try at
66.
71. Let that man try.
That was 66.
You let that man try at 71.
That was tied for the record right there.
Yeah.
66.
Yeah, that was it, man. You let him.
No.
How you gonna break that record by the end of the year?
Let's get out of here with this W.
Let's get out of here with this W. That's where I'm at. First game,
Let's get out of here with this W.
Why would we want to breathe life to a day? They was dying.
Right.
They was booing them. We was gonna give them. If he would have missed, they ran that back. We'd have gave them life. They was booing them.
was booing the back.
Yeah.
Let's go Cowboys.
Got real loud in there.
Yeah.
Let's go Cowboys. I was telling Wifey, I said, you know, most teams don't respect their kicker as a part of the team, but I said this guy's a part of our team.
Buffalo. Us, Baltimore, Kansas City. It's about 5. I'm gonna say the Saints.
Right.
It's about 5 teams whose kickers,
And if he would've hit that
Groupie out there
71,
legging,
I
wasn't it?
would have went ahead and ordered me the first kicker jersey in my lifetime.
Do I want to get an Aubrey jersey?
What jersey?
Aubrey. Let an Aubrey jersey.
The old Aubrey, man.
Up in the 17.
Well, I was thinking about getting one of them big boys jerseys though.
Who?
I don't know, one of them big boys, Guyton or somebody. One of them big boys jerseys. Man, grown men out there.
Man, shout out to Gavin, man. He had his hands full, man. Miles was giving him everything he wanted, man. Miles was literally giving him everything.
Switching sides.
Miles was switching sides.
Yeah, let me go on this other side. Yeah, let me go on this other side because it's hectic over here. This big dude has got hands.
Hey man, but that's that's like being on the job, man, and you getting on the job training opposed to being in the book.
Yep.
I mean, you're gonna be a better worker. I mean, when you on the job training with your hands on, man.
That is arguably
against a grown man.
The best defensive lineman in the league right now. Arguably.
Across from the person that he practices with.
And we had that rookie over. Are we starting to see the all-in that Jerry Jones was seeing now?
Nah.
We still?
Nah, y'all not going to sit here and build Jerry Jones out with this shit. We're not going to sit here and build Jerry Jones out with this shit, man. we're not doing
all
that.
in on signing this guy.
Yeah, we're not all in, dude.
We
Man.
always been like the guy.
Yeah, we still ain't fooling with it, man.
Yeah, that doesn't
Jerryisms, man.
it doesn't pertain to Guyton and BBism yet.
Okay.
That just pertains to Micah, Dak, CD, and he'll see where we go from there.
But you got to think about it. If I'm putting most of my money and all my chips in these three players, then you do have to have some success and depend on some people in the draft.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely right.
And I think that's a part of the strategy.
Yeah,
because you can't pay everybody.
No, that's definitely a part of the strategy.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying.
How much did you pay Zeke?
Like 95? What was it?
No. This year.
This year?
Six.
Like three.
Six?
But
No, it was 6 million, wasn't it?
We owe him 6.
I'm saying if he got 6 and Derrick
was
Henry
like
got
6.
10,
What's the difference in them folks?
yeah.
Yeah, but look at y'all. Tony won 9.
It's the you know what I think
I'd have
it
kept
is.
Tony.
What I think,
I'd have paid Tony at 9.
What I think
I'd have paid Tony
it
at
is,
9.
what I think it more is that Henry got a 2-year deal.
Tony's numbers was better than all
Zeke
of
got a
them.
1-year deal. So I think it's the 2-year deal that we didn't want to commit to.
Yeah.
Because he got like $9 million a year.
He is,
like
bro.
$10 million a year.
For real.
So
What you say? I'm sorry. I'm over messing with that.
Henry, he's on a 2-year deal, whereas Zeke's on a 1. So I
It ain't even just it ain't just him.
think
There's a
that's
lot of backs. I'm trying to think of who was. What did Aaron Jones get? What did your boy Jacobs get? Was all of them?
Jacob got
10s?
$8 million.
That's what I'm saying. You got it's some people who got some money down there that wasn't that far off from what we paid. So if you all in,
I agree.
You
Yeah,
could
you're
have
right.
got some serviceable people who could have produced more than what we might get.
The only way you can go do what is if you get these contracts done. So
But see, I think he
True.
but all day to get the
True.
shit done
That-
so we can spend
you wouldn't have had to
money.
pay as much at Dak if you would have paid him last year. You wouldn't have paid as much with CD if you would have paid him at the end of last year when they was in the contract negotiations first
Paid
started.
55, 56.
Yeah, you let all these other people boost the market up, while you waiting and pussyfooting, and you know that you're going to eventually pay them. You ain't doing nobody but killing yourself.
You sitting around won't talk for all the time. I know it's fun to you, Jerry. That's what you do.
Yeah.
Like, just get it done, man. Quit bullshit.
and he
man.
clearly
And just get it done because you got to spend some of that money anyway.
and he clearly
He had some
said,
game too. I ain't gonna
hold on.
even lie, man.
Yes.
and he clearly
He called him Don King, man. There's no real other assessment than I've ever heard. No
Hey, man.
comparison.
he clearly said in the draft room that they already knew what the cap was going to be even next year.
Yeah, they know.
Yeah.
It's on 2 years.
They got the TP report
Yeah.
Yeah.
from dude in trading places.
You know what Jerry
The dude in trading places gave him the TP report. He already know what it's going to be 2 years from now.
But Jerry, man, I was listening to Jerry. He said, man,
Beaks
said-
got him.
He said he was taught. He said he was taught to have a large front door and a small back door. Let everything come in through
And
the
very
front.
little come out.
Very little come out. That's
Got in
it.
touch with Beats. They gave him the
That's
TP
how the rich
report.
stay rich, baby
That's
boy.
bullshit.
That's how the rich stay rich, baby boy. That's how the rich stay rich, man.
Front door, yeah. You
That's
don't say.
that's how the rich stay rich,
Yes,
man.
yes, sir.
Let it
Yes, sir.
flood it coming
It ain't
in,
about
and
how much you get in, it's how much you can keep.
That's always it,
And
man.
that's what Jerry Jones is all about, man.
take it from 100 there. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sick of Jerry with that shit.
Why you say Jerry?
Finally,
I'm sick of this shit,
Why
dog.
you
Keep
say
lying
that?
to me, Jerry, dog. Man.
Why he lied to you? How he lied to
I'm
you?
not stupid. Yeah, you keeping what we got, man. But I mean, it's okay. So we keep Michael, we keep Dak,
And CD.
we keep CD. The way I see that is you keep your money makers. What else are you doing to help the team flourish? So you keep those,
Draft.
all of those are jersey sellers.
Draft picks.
All of those, okay, so you're drafting, so again, we have to hope that they pan out. Again, I see Tyler
We
got-
draft,
but
you know we draft.
But in the
good.
end, I think we still need receivers. We still need running backs. I think that we still need. We have to upgrade it though. Okay, so let's look at.
But if you had the number 2 offense in the league, why do you need that? If
don't
you
need
the number 2 offense,
because in
that
the
means you
end-
need defense.
Because in the end, when you look at, let's look at the Chiefs. What they went and did with their late round pick with Xavier Worthy is built to Patrick Mahomes' strength. He gave him another Tariq to where you can hand this ball off. Another guy you can't overthrow. Jack, we haven't.
Facts, Steve. That's the same thing I was saying.
They didn't have no receivers before.
They
That's
sure
what
did.
you're saying, Ty.
That's where the difference. That's the difference where that quarterback makes everybody better. That's that quarterback making everybody better. That's why that quarterback pays that money. That's why in those situations that quarterback wins the Super Bowl for those teams. He makes people better. Dak needs better people around him for him to be better. That's the difference. That's the difference.
In the postseason.
That quarterback got Andy Reid too.
CD is CD
That
anywhere he
quarterback.
goes. CD is CD anywhere he goes.
That quarterback got Andy Reid too.
And I'll give you that. It's a great
He
pop.
got
I'll
all
give you
pro
that.
first team with Dak though.
But CD is
Coming
CD
out of college, Dak was already hurt.
CD is going to be CD anywhere he goes.
I'm just saying though.
Any
What
quarterback
happened? I'm
makes
saying what's cracking. Why you always shitting on your squad, man? You
Man,
don't love on Mahomes and shit all this
No,
time.
but-
You want to shit on your own squad?
I'm not. I just don't believe. I just don't believe
You
because
put
when
the
it's time
products
to
on, you get soft, man.
Hey,
you put the products on, man.
Look,
You ain't on the block no more.
now what it is though?
Cute, man. You don't drink
Look.
Oh man!
Quarterback to make plays, man, and Dak don't make the plays when we need him to make the plays in the big moments.
In the
So
playoffs.
regardless, you can talk about the numbers during
That's
the regular
true.
season, but when it matters, I'm giving props to a quarterback who's making these plays, no matter how the rest of the game went. In the fourth quarter, you're able to.
Great though. You talking about a special? You talking about?
But their numbers.
That's what I'm saying.
But all I'm saying
That's
is
what
that
I'm
Just
saying.
naming one quarterback.
That's what I keep saying.
No,
Put him against some other people, man. Leave Mahomes out.
Deshaun Watson.
No, look, Dak got paid like that all-time great did. So
got paid.
those numbers make that difference.
His contract passed up Trevor Lawrence. Compare him to Trevor Lawrence.
Well, don't you think they should? Daniel Jones getting $40 million a year.
And I'm not saying.
Don't you think he's $20 million better than Daniel?
Two things can be true. I'm not saying that they not robbing their peoples either. All I'm saying is that.
So
at the
we
same
rob.
time-
So all these owners is robbing them.
No, all I got is what we gathered here is Dak.
Hey,
the best
I'ma
of the best
tell you
situation. That's
what-
what I got out of this.
I'ma
Because
tell you what-
y'all want Dak out of.
I'ma tell you what Slick. I'ma tell you
Y'all
what
don't
Slick.
want Dak. Y'all don't want Dak.
I'ma tell you what Slick said last year.
Who you gonna take?
Dre,
Second team all.
I'm gonna tell you what Slick said last year.
Second team all.
33-17.
All I'm saying is that
I'm just saying, 33-17. Derek. 33-17.
That's settling. I say we settle.
Bailey,
I'm just saying it's settling, man.
I'm just sure.
So hypothetically, because we know this can't happen right now.
Right.
If Dak were, say he went somewhere else as a free agent, what do the Cowboys do at that point?
Tank.
If you're the
And go get
GM,
Shador.
Play
Tank and go
with
get Shador
Cooper
and Dion.
Rush.
Tank and go get
That's
Shador
what you'll
and
be
Dion.
doing.
For what?
You know what I'm saying? That's what I
so
want.
first you said Tank.
Tank and go
First
get
you said
Shador.
Tank.
Tank and go get Shador and Dion.
But
I don't want Tank.
but
I don't want
but
that.
is he? But I'm saying, but is Shador coming
before
out
Tank.
this year?
It was before. It was before.
We wasn't tanking. We was just weak. We
Shador.
wasn't tanking. We wasn't trying to lose. We was just losing. Yeah.
That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, we was on the silent rebuild. You seen this, the rifles on the wall, man. At the end of last year.
There's
You
no
go back
way
and go
we
there
can
and see,
tank.
You already knew.
There's no way we'll be able to tank with Dak this year, though.
Not anymore.
Shador ain't even better than Dak in college for real than
I
Dak was
mean,
in college at this time.
I don't watch much of Shador. I don't, I watched him against my boys this weekend. But is that someone you would like on the next level?
My thing is that
I don't watch him
if
much.
you tell me 4 years from now,
I
what
think
we
he's
have
solid.
right now, I think he's going to be something in the next 4 in the same time frame that we have Dak. I can see Shador being just as good a quarterback in that same time. If that makes sense, because we have Dak, so we know we got Dak for 4 more years, right?
Especially if you
could-
have a line, because dude, man.
he's a dog. He's a dog. He's a dog. And
Man, he's
Well,
so
is
he
it-
can win on call. He can't. I can't. Nah, he ain't no winner. He's not a winner right now. I'm not seeing. I see the talent, but I can't sit here and say he can come in the big leagues and do his thing. He can't even win 4-5 games in college. I'm sorry.
I don't see him much, so I don't see him
He got
much, so I
top-notch
don't know
players.
what his
got top-notch players.
like what his
I'm saying as far
ceiling
as the
is
line,
as far as if he came back
offensive
next
line,
year, would he
we're
be
talking
a
about
top
in the
5 pick?
trenches. That's where his
They
players.
got better.
No,
Is he
no,
gonna-
I
he
mean,
gonna be
they
top-
got
he gonna
a
be top 2.
tackle, but
Okay,
he's just a
okay. I don't know.
freshman.
Yeah. Okay. I was asking Rich at top 2. I was asking if he come back next year.
Accuracy.
Yeah, I see the talent.
I see he can play in that pocket. Like I see it.
Yeah, I do see he can play that pocket.
He
I
can
do see
play
he
in
plays
that
the
pocket.
pocket.
He don't necessarily
How
have to
tall
run.
is he?
He can.
Shit, he probably 6'3", 6'2", 6'3".
Well, that's all you need. Yeah. I mean, I didn't know.
I guess so, but
Caleb's 6'2".
I don't see it. He got to win more than 9 games for me to be like, yeah, come to Dallas. Hell no. You already won 4 games.
You would say, right? Okay. I'm not into it.
I'm cool with Shador. I know on the last show, people was asking, wanting Deion. That ain't who I want. I don't want all the flash with no substance. That's the coach.
Yeah. That shit right there. That's
I don't want that.
talking, man. I ain't like that.
Yeah.
A lot of talking, ain't got no fight, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't want that.
They got your swag, but not your fight, gang. It ain't it.
So Terry, they ain't with your Shador, man.
Nah.
He's a talent, but just right
I mean, we
now.
ain't got him now, so it don't even matter.
Honestly,
Yeah,
it was the hypothetical. If Dak
Hypothetically,
wasn't
I'll
there,
take-
you
I'll
wanted
take-
Shador.
I mean, me personally, man, like, again, I just don't.
And you
I'm
better
happy
not
that we
get.
signed Dak because, again, he's the best. That's what we got. So I'm going to support him. But I also know I just don't see him getting over us.
Well, I'm going to say,
the proverbial
if
hump.
you don't have Dak, you know what. If you don't have Dak, you know what you got. You got Trey.
Say it again, OG.
If you don't have Dak, you got Trey. He's not getting rid of Trey. Trey's cheap, man.
Trey's cheap.
And Trey, he has legs.
Trey's not ready. He's not ready.
He's a special player as far as his athletic ability. And as long as he's cheap, Jerry will sit him on there and get him all the reps in preseason without playing Dak and get him all the reps.
Trash.
But
Trash.
But
Who's trash?
Trash.
Trey Lance.
Trash.
but
5 interceptions in preseason. Trash.
that's what's going to happen.
Trash, bruh. Yeah, he is.
And Jerry probably watched that Colorado game and was thinking,
He can sell tickets.
I ain't gonna live that long, guys. We waiting on him.
Hey, at one point I don't hear people really bringing up much is how we was getting Dak for a steal as a 4th round draft pick.
Right.
So I'm saying we were celebrating the success and that it was a reasonable price at that point for a 4th rounder. So how we're upset that he's getting what he's worth now?
What's a 4th rounder?
Well, I think he was reasonable, but it was with the. I guess we didn't think he was going to come in and start, right?
Right.
Correct.
An injury got him there.
Right.
So I think, for still the 4th round, oh man, it's good. We can sit this guy down for a whole year. He's already got the tools. We can sit him down for a whole year, possibly 2, and just really get him sharpened. It didn't happen like that, So
What? Why? Because he won it the year before? Did he win it the year before? Did he win before that one?
Why? Because he wins it the year before.
Did he win before that one?
Tony wins the Super Bowl that year. Was he?
What other year did he win it?
Man, he was gonna win it that year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which year?
He beats Green Bay. He beats Green Bay. He beats Green Bay a year.
But he didn't beat him when
We
Dez
didn't.
called it.
He beats Green Bay. He should have won it that year. That was a Super Bowl year too. Because we had already beat the.
But he
Celtics.
didn't though.
We already beat.
He didn't.
But that wasn't his fault.
Whose fault was it?
The referees.
Nah, it wasn't.
That was a catch, yes or no?
It was a catch.
Oh, there we go.
But
So
did
he
we
made
still
the right
have
play.
time on
He
the
made the right
clock?
play.
Did we
He
still
made-
have time on the clock
Okay,
to
then
get
so-
the ball back?
Nigga, he's crushing
He
already.
made the right play.
Did we still have
DeMarco
time
Murray,
on
it
the
is
clock
DeMarco
to
Murray's
get the
fault.
ball
It
back
is
with
DeMarco
all
Murray's
3 timeouts? Did we still have time on the clock?
That was DeMarco Murray's fault in that
Yes.
situation.
Thank
That was
you.
DeMarco Murray's fault.
In playoffs,
Man, that broke your heart. Man, that broke their heart. Man, that took all the wind about us, man. You look at Dez's face, his lips was ashy. He was sick, man. It was cold outside, man. That's everything about her. For real. You watch Dez, man. You watch Dez, my man, man. He looked at the camera. His lips was ashy as a motherfucker. I took all the wind about him, man, it took everything up out of her, man. We was dead after that.
88, when you see this, that was Terry, man. We still fuck with you, but yeah, we still fuck with you, but they was rusty, man.
It was white, though. I said, damn, man. He ain't got nothing, man.
With no Carmax or nothing on the sideline.
Man, dog. It took everything.
Told his back ain't nothing.
Man,
Best
dog.
exception, told his back out.
That was it. That was it for us, dog. Like at that moment, we was done, bro. It took everything about the franchise, man.
That's your man.
That was a touchdown, man. It took everything about our franchise, man. We was Super Bowl bound that year, though.
Man,
That took everything about us.
it didn't happen, though, man.
Yeah, it didn't happen.
Yeah,
But it would happen
everybody
next
got
year.
together, man. That's what I'm saying. You
You're
can't
supposed
put
to-
it all on Dak all
You're
the
supposed to
time.
give
You got all
Romo
of him.
another shot
At this
Aaron
point,
Rodgers.
man, in these next 4 years, man, of course, I wish we could win it every year. But at this point, man, I'm just hoping that Dak can be Danny White. Get
I
a,
went to 3 NFC championships.
okay, give me 3 NFC championships and a Super Bowl in these next 4 years.
Oh, you're
Give me 3 NFC championships and a Super Bowl in these next 4
in this
years.
contract, how old Dak gonna be? 33?
He's in his prime.
Just 9th year, right?
This is when quarterbacks usually start.
Yeah, he's in his prime.
Yeah, you crying.
Yeah. But yeah, man, we got the
We
Saints.
ain't got no reason to trip. We ain't
We got the Aints coming in. They coming in next week.
Hey,
Man.
man, it was dope, wasn't it? Ain't
Man was
win
terrible.
shit until
Hey,
you
man
got
was
win
over.
it.
You think Peyton was terrible?
I wasn't a fan of Peyton.
Yeah,
He's probably one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, but
once again, Saints.
I understand that. You don't have to be a fan, but you can't say it was terrible.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it on Thursday, man. But Saints coming in, man.
I'm not about to watch.
They coming in hot. They thinking they're gonna do something. It ain't no spread out yet or nothing, right? But
Ain't
yeah,
that for the
we'll-
kickoff?
Huh?
Ain't we saving that for the kickback?
Yeah. We saving all that for the kickback. I'm just letting
Okay. I was
everybody
great.
know it's.
I was great. Give my little dig on it.
But yeah, man, that's all I got, man. This Cowboys Raw and Uncut, man. Make sure y'all tune in Thursday on the live stream. We do the crew, the kickback, and hey, fellas, man, start studying, man, for the parlay, man, because we was terrible with our first parlay.
Preseason.
That's preseason. Okay.
Preseason.
I told you Zeke was gonna get him one. I'm a believer in Freak. I'm ready to get this.
Cowboys raw and uncut. 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 Cowboys raw and uncut.